we just got some brand new leaks for the Pokemon Legends EA DLC, the Mega Dimension, and it looks like we might actually be getting even more Mega Evolutions. Like there could be more hidden Mega Evolutions in the code. So in this video, we're going to talk about which Mega Evolutions those might be, and I'm going to show you guys what they might look like in game and tell you guys which Pokemon I think would be the most likely for us to see get a Mega Evolution in this DLC. And on top of that, we got some other just random leaks to go over, a couple of brand new moves coming to the DLC, some new items, and even some other returning Pokemon. So we've got a bunch of exciting news and leaks to go over about the DLC, but I do want to say quick before we get into it that I'm trying to hit 20,000 subscribers on the channel. I'm also going to be covering every single new piece of info that we get about the DLC all the way up until the release. So if you guys don't want to miss any of that stuff, make sure you guys subscribe down below. It really helps me reach my goal, and I extremely appreciate all you guys who subscribe. And one last thing, guys, me and Fundoris are still doing a giveaway for the Legends EA DLC. So if you guys want to win a copy of that, all you guys have to do is join the Discord. The link for that's going to be down below. And once the DLC releases, we're choosing one random person to win. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys don't miss out. But anyways, let's get into it. So first off, we're going to get into all these new Mega Evolutions coming to the DLC. So all this info is coming from this leaker named Matt, and he's got this picture of all the new Mega Pokemon coming in the DLC. So, you know, we've already seen the list of all these, but this is obviously just like a visual look at everything. So we got Raichu, we got Chimiko, Absol, Staraptor, Garchomp, and Lucario Z. Absol is also getting the Z Mega Evolution. And then we got Heatran on here, we got Darkrai, we got Zeraora. We already knew about all those ones. And then we also got Golurk, Meowstic, Crabominable, Golisopod, Magearna, Baxcalibur's on here too, and all these other ones. So, you know, we already knew about all those ones. Like I already covered all those ones, but he adds something really interesting on the bottom here. So he says there have been reports going around that claim this is an incomplete list, but I can assure you this list is fully complete and accurate, and there's signs of even more data that's been scrubbed that has not been reported yet. Stay tuned for more findings. So he's saying that this list is fully complete, but then he says that there's even more data that hasn't been reported yet. So personally, I think this means there's going to be even more Mega Evolutions coming to the DLC, even more brand new ones, and especially with some Pokemon like Flygon, for example, not being in the list. I just think there's got to be even more Mega Evolutions than the ones we found out about. I'm going to show you guys every single Pokemon that I'd want to see with a Mega Evolution later on in the video, and also what these new Mega Evolutions are going to look like in game, including Mega Flygon. So stick around for that a bit later in the video, but there is a couple more leaks about the DLC that I still want to go over. So yeah, we will talk about that in just a minute. This is also the list of every Pokemon returning in the DLC. I also talked about this in the last video, but in case you guys didn't see it, we can talk about it real quick in this video. So the main notable Pokemon that I pointed out before is that we're getting Mega Blaziken returning, Mega Sceptile, and Mega Swampert. All those are super hype. We also got the primal versions of Kyogre, Groudon, and Mega Rayquaza, which that's also super hype. And then of course all the Pokemon with the leaked Mega Evolutions are all on here as well, like Baxcalibur is here, for example. So yeah, if you guys want to see this more, you can just pause it right here and take a look at it. But the fact that he says there's more data that could still be reported is the part that makes me fully believe that this isn't complete, and the part that makes me think that there's even more Pokemon, especially is because Pokemon like Hoopa and Volcanion weren't on any of these lists, but people have actually found a way to get them in game already. Like there is actual gameplay of those two in Legends EA that exists. So we definitely got to take these with a grain of salt, because I think that means that these actually might be incomplete. And then here we've got a list of some items and some attacks that are going to be returning in the DLC. So some signature moves like Dragon Ascent for Rayquaza are going to be returning, as well as some signature items. So all the drives for Genesect are on here. And then it seems like the DLC is going to introduce 82 brand new side missions. So, you know, it seems like there is going to be a lot of new content in the DLC, which obviously you can't go wrong with that. And then it also seems like Mega Dimension might introduce 2 brand new moves. So he says that each move has its own unique text for when the player uses it, a wild Pokemon uses it, and when an opponent uses it. And he says the move ID 920 is Nihilite, so that's Mega Zygarde's new attack. And then 921 and 922 are in the code, and he says those ones are brand new. So my guess is that maybe these are signature moves for Mega Darkrai, maybe Mega Heatran. I think that'd definitely be pretty fitting. I hope they would do something like that anyways, but that's kind of my guess for which Pokemon those might be for. And then the final little piece of info that we have here before we talk about the new Mega Evolutions is that 3 of the Mega Stones, so Mega Mewtwo and Mega Diancie, are going to be in future mystery gift distribution events. So there's actually a side mission for each of them programmed into the game, but it can't be accessed without the event gift. So my guess is that the event gift is probably the Mega Stone itself. I also made a whole video speculating about the event, so it's going to be on my channel if you guys want to check that out. But he also says that both lead to encounters where you can capture special Pokemon with your OT, so that's like your trainer name, and they cannot be shiny. So unfortunately for all you shiny hunters, these are going to be shiny locked, which I know that's probably disappointing, but I'm really liking the sound of these events, man. I think it's going to be fun to actually go on a mission and actually catch them versus normal mystery gifts where they kind of just hand them to you. And now I'm going to show you guys what Mega Darkrai might actually look like in game, as well as a couple other Mega Evolutions that I think definitely would make sense to come to this DLC. So the two artists are Bulby Boy and Cardinal, so make sure you guys go check them out. I'm going to have their links down below. But yeah, so here's the Mega Darkrai that he did. I've already talked about this in my other video, but like I said in the last one, man, I think the kind of jaw design thing he's got over his head is super fitting. It kind of reminds me of Mega Feraligatr, but I think it looks really good either way. And here's kind of a 360 of the design, so you can see there's kind of like that big cape thing, and he just looks a lot more scary. Like, I feel like Darkrai should look pretty scary, you know what I'm saying? It's literally like the nightmare Pokemon, so I'm really liking the way he did this. I hope it looks something like this when we actually see it. And then for all you Gen 5 fans, this one I know you guys are gonna like. So this is Mega Hydreigon, and I think this one 100% needs to happen, especially with the fact that we're getting Mega Baxcalibur. I just think the Gen 5 pseudo legendary needs its own Mega Evolution as well. So yeah, I think a Mega Hydreigon like this would be so sick. I think making him on 4 legs instead of flying is really cool because it kind of reminds me of his pre-evolution Zweilous, and I think it also works really well because a lot of these new Mega Evolutions have taken design features from their pre-evolutions, so doing that for Hydreigon as well definitely makes sense. And we look at these new Mega Evolutions, for example, like Dragonite has a bunch of design features from Dragonair, and he's also done one here for Mega Samurott, which I think 100% needs to happen. I think that makes perfect sense because I think if we have a Mega Emboar, they can't just give us one Mega Unova starter. So I think Mega Samurott 100% has to happen. And this design is also sick. He's got the big water swords in the back, and he's also got the more defined samurai armor. I feel like the fighting type would suit this pretty well. And we of course couldn't have Mega Samurott without Mega Superior as well. So here's Mega Superior, and I think the Dragon type added to this would be perfect. I know I've said the same thing in a few other videos, but the snakes behind its head totally look like Zygarde, so Dragon type for this one, like I said, would be absolutely perfect. And I just think these two 100% have to happen. Maybe I'm just biased because I'm a Gen 5 fan, but let me know down below if you guys think the inverse starters of the ZA starters need to get their own Mega Evolutions as well. So that would be Mega Typhlosion, Mega Superior, and Mega Samurott. Let me know down below if you guys think those should happen. And then I'm sure all you guys saw this one coming, but of course the last one I had to show you guys was Mega Flygon. So this is one that Cardinal did. It's kind of got the same tail features, and even its wings kind of remind me of Vibrava. So like I've been saying, all these new Mega Evolutions take design features from pre-evolutions, so adding stuff that looks like Vibrava is obviously a really good design choice. And I feel like if we did see it officially, it would look something like this. I think Cardinal did an extremely good job with this, same with Bulby Boy. So like I said, make sure you guys go check them out down below. But yeah, you guys already know a list of new Mega Evolutions without Flygon just doesn't make sense, you know what I'm saying? So I really hope that we do see him in the DLC. And honestly guys, there's no way that they don't know how many people want Mega Flygons, so I think there's an extremely high chance that they do it, especially because we don't have all the data of the DLC leaked yet. So I honestly couldn't tell you guys the first thing about data mining, but I just know that if they included Mega Flygon in the DLC, just that alone would definitely drive some sales for it. So hopefully that does happen. And then the last thing I want to show you guys in this video is this little theory that Light88 made. So he's basically asking the question, where will the Mega Dimension take place? But he does point out something pretty interesting. So if you guys haven't seen it, these are the outfits that you get for pre-ordering the DLC. He says they kind of look like a Tron style outfit. So with the way that they were showing Lumiose with all the blue lights and stuff, I feel like it looked like something straight out of Tron. So maybe as part of the DLC, Lumiose is going to look something like that, because unless I've missed something, we haven't really seen anything like that in the full game. So maybe somehow that was a reference to the DLC all along. It's going to be interesting to see what ends up happening with that. Let me know your guys' theories down below. Let me know which new Mega Evolution you guys are most hyped to see in the DLC, and also which ones you guys are hoping to see that aren't part of the list. I think for me, I'm definitely hoping for a Mega Samurott, but I guess we'll have to see what happens. If you guys made it this far in the video, comment blue down below so we can confuse all the people who didn't make it this far. And like I said before, I'm trying to hit 20,000 subscribers on the channel, so if you guys don't mind helping me out to reach my goal, I extremely appreciate all you guys. But anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.